Want to keep up with the latest Camodo gaming videos? Be sure to subscribe and click that bell. Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Tiny Town VR. And yes folks, we are back once again, and today we are back with our brand new disaster. So today, we're actually going to tie together a bit of a story. So, as a lot of you know, we've always worked on the zombie apocalypse areas. You've got the one that we started off with over here. And then over here you have our most recent one, which is more like a post-apocalyptic area, but it just so happened to have zombies. Now, a part of that story that we explained is the whole fact that the zombies are from the nuclear waste here, which was actually getting into the water, and it spawned the Kraken. Well, I got a comment on the last video, which, by the way, if you missed the last video, I'm going to flash it in the top right corner. It was kind of this little riot/purge area, and somebody had the comment of, why don't you have a zombie spider apocalypse? So I thought about it. I was like, you know what? We do have a spider right here. This is from the workshop. So I'm thinking, maybe it's not just spiders. Maybe I can finally incorporate some other animals. Maybe even possibly animals that no longer exist, like the woolly mammoth here. Or we might even be able to finally use, I should say, the T-Rex. Oh geez, I forgot how big this thing is. We definitely need to shrink down Mr. T-Rex here. So my thought is that say there's water lines that go under the city. Maybe there's been like some sort of infection over here at maybe what used to be like a museum, and all of a sudden it's infecting the animals, maybe even bringing back animals, and they're coming back in really large size and they're attacking the city. Now, just to make things a little bit more spicy here, every time they attack somebody, so let's say this spider here, which I think we're going to have a ton of these, if this thing were to attack somebody, it turns them into a zombie. So you kind of have that spread of the outbreak, and it kind of explains what's going on around the city. I don't know, maybe the whole water thing is the reason the city's all screwed up. But anyways, that's what we're going to be doing here today. So I got to go find something that looks like a museum, so I'm going to search around some buildings real quick. But if you guys have any suggestions for future episodes of Tiny Town, comment below. And if you're enjoying Tiny Town on the channel, maybe hit the thumbs up button, and let's jump into this. Alright, so we have our museum here. I've added a little clock tower behind it, so you have the grassy area. Now I'm trying to think, the animals and stuff would have come out the front, but maybe something like the spider could have been digging, the big mutant one, and maybe it came out on the side here. So let me create a bit of a hole here. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Do I want to do it like that? Let's go ahead and just offset some of this, and I'll have to fill it in here. So we could say, you know what, let's make that really get deep there in certain portions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disrupt the ground here, kind of like so. Let's go and get it closer to the street. Maybe this is where the mutant spider, like the lair, is. Let's go ahead, let's grab some buildings here. Those were morely smaller buildings like this. So stuff, I'm gonna have to make a lot of chaos here. Okay, let's turn off snapping. So it's gonna be eating some of these buildings. I'm gonna make, actually what I'm gonna do, here, let me go ahead and go to these spheres. It's gonna look like dirt. So it looks like the spider actually dug out a layer and maybe emerged from this area. So I'm gonna spread dirt all around this area with the buildings kind of just buried in it. I think this will work. I'll change the ground up a little bit. It's going to be a little weird to work with, but I think we have something going here. So we'll do that. I'll work on the museum a bit more. I just want to give you guys a little update as to what I figured out that I'm doing here. So we might have to try to destroy the museum too. I've got some really cool fire effects that we'll use for that. Alright, so I'm working on something that I think I really like the way it's coming out. So what you're seeing here, I've actually done a lot of layering. So you'll see the buildings are kind of falling off into this sinkhole where the spider is. Now I've actually taken a black piece and actually lined the bottom up so it looks like it just kind of goes off in there. But what I've been doing, I've been using the brown spheres to kind of make torn up ground. And you can see where the buildings have been falling in. You got like buildings that are kind of destroyed, a lot of rubble. It kind of looks like there's still some buildings and broken up concrete. And man, that looks really cool. It's probably one of my favorite things that we've done. That is awesome. Alright, so say we'll have the one spider. Let's see what it looks like when we put the spider in there. So let's grab the blue spider. It's a really cool spider, by the way. I don't really like spiders. Alright, so if this thing was coming out of the ground like that. Now, the only bad thing about the spider, it's not posable. So I'm not going to be able to sit there. At least I don't think it is. Is it? No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to sit there and pose it, which is kind of unfortunate. But other than that, like that kind of looks cool. Wow. I really like that. Okay, so we're definitely going to have more spiders. There's going to be different sizes of spiders. We'll probably have some smaller ones like this, which that's not really a small size spider. Let me go ahead and show you in comparison to a human. Like, if that thing's attacking your face, you're going to have a really bad day. So we'll do different sizes. That can be the ones coming out of here. We'll probably add a couple more just coming out of the nest. They'll probably be dragging some humans back. So probably they'll do two things. Probably feed on the humans, which is one option. And the other option is to drag them or infect them and turn them into other zombies. So either you're getting dragged down into the hole, or you're going to get zombie, we'll call it zombie sauce, on you. And you're going to turn into a zombie. That sounds really weird. I'm going to quit talking here, and I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this. Alright, so you can see here that I've added some vehicles. I actually have been playing around with a potential, we're going to call it webbing. The little materials, at least I don't have a really good material for it. So we went back to the spheres, and you can see this poor guy is getting dragged back into the nest there, but I actually think that's going to work. That doesn't look bad at all. Alright, so you got that. I've added a ton of spiders that are crawling all throughout the debris here. So what I need to do, I need to add some more buildings through here. I need to probably set the museum on fire. I know that sounds a little odd. We'll add some detail to this. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. That way, it looks like maybe something's broken out, because I don't know if we're going to get this all done in this one episode. Because that over there, like, I have so many ideas with the spiders that I don't want to ignore everything else, including the dinosaurs, maybe the mammoth, and stuff like that. So, this might be a two-parter here, folks. I'm not sure. We'll see how far we get here today. There we go. That looks like it's on fire. So, what else can we use over here? You know, I think I want to use maybe a couple spiders over here. I still want to have one more really big one. Now, that's the question, though. Where do I stick the big spider? You know, I think he's going to be attacking the museum. So let's go ahead and zoom out here. So scaling-wise, that's a pretty big one there, but I think we need a bigger one. So let's go. Ooh, that is creepy looking. Oh, man. So if we were to stick him like this, even though he's not posable, does he kind of look like he's moving with the building? Probably stick a couple of the legs in there. Stick them a little closer. How's that look? That is legit terrifying. Like, no way. Alright, we definitely need some people like running out of the museum right now. We gotta get the tourist looking people. That way they're all like, you know what? We were just trying to visit Tiny Town and all this horrible stuff happened. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with Oblivious Grandma this episode. There's a lot of possibilities. Alright, we're decorating the museum here, adding a couple of picnic tables outside. You can see I have plenty of people now running from the museum as the outbreak is happening. There is nowhere safe in Tiny Town anymore. Tons of people just running. This lady, maybe she got knocked over by one of the legs. This guy's, he's attempting to help her. It's not really working. Oh boy, that is tremendous looking. So everything looks good. It kind of, the legs go in the ground a little bit on the other side, but from this angle, that thing coming over, that is pretty intense. So I don't think we're going to have military in this episode. I think maybe some police officers have responded. I know I'm getting a lot of questions of Camodo. Where the heck do all the police officers and military come from? And at this point, I don't even know anymore. There's so many that we've used. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. So we're going to grab, let's find a cop car right here. Maybe this is our unlucky officer. He's the first one to the scene. He's pulled up sideways. Let's grab the cop here. This is a rookie cop. He has no clue what he's getting into. He's going to be attempting to shoot the old spider here, even though I'm pretty sure A gun wouldn't do anything to it. Now, unfortunately, he's not going to be paying attention, and his poor partner, we're going to have an attack here with the spider. There we go. So it's going to be going back like that. Alright, let me grab some weapons here. So yeah, he's going to be getting attacked by one of the spiders here. So you see that happening. And then you see the yellow cop here. He's just charging in with his handgun because he's totally going to be able to do something against the other spiders. You know, I should probably add a couple more crawling down the museum here. I think that'll add a very nice little touch here. So we'll grab a couple more of these. Maybe one over here under. And then we'll grab another one. And maybe it'll be going through the yard or something. But like it just came out or it's jumping down. Ooh, could you imagine having that land on you? So, of course, we need to add some more throughout the scene here. Maybe they're crawling over cars. I've already added some, like I said, on the other buildings. So you kind of have a wide variety. We need to change the size. There'll be different sizes of spider. We'll have this one coming through over here. Probably set up like a little scene right through here. I am liking this so far. This is a really fun build. Okay, so I really need to explain what's going on with the whole zombie thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab a zombie. Who looks like they were visiting the museum today? You know what? This guy kind of looks like a little businessman. Alright, so he's going to be already zombified. So I'm going to try to explain what's happening here. And I'm going to have to do it visually. I mean, you can always say, oh, this is what's happening, but I want it to actually look right. So this guy's going to be sitting on the bench. He's already been infected. Let's go ahead and grab the little white spheres. He's still kind of wound up in the webbing. Hold on, let me go ahead and do this real quick and I'll show you guys what I mean. So yeah, he still has some webbing at his feet and you can see some webbing all over his body. But that's what the spider does. It'll inject and infect you. You'll kind of still be caught in the webbing, so I wouldn't say the zombies right off the bat are that efficient since they're still trying to untangle themselves. But that's going to be what happens. Now, I was thinking maybe they would drag him back to the lair and do that, but I think that's actually just going to be for the unfortunate tiny town citizens that are going to be eaten. So this is going to make it to where I can mix in some zombies out in the field too. These are people that have already been bitten and have turned here. So we're going to add some of these to the equation, and then we're going to move on to the other potential animals that have gotten out. Alright, so this is going to be Bill. So Bill is kind of an awesome person. So he's out here, he's brought his guns, and he's actually fighting this, the big spider here. He's probably going to lose, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, he's out here doing this. And I think, you know what, Oblivious Grandma, she's been really, we'll call it oblivious the past couple episodes, and she really hasn't been contributing. Well, today, you know what, Grandma's out, and she's ready to stop the spider menace. So let's go ahead and grab Oblivious Grandma here. So today, Grandma is pretty ticked. So ticked, she's going in with the dual miniguns here. She is ready to stop these spiders. So she's got the dual miniguns. She's got a little shotty for some close quarters. We're going to stick that on her side there. She also is carrying with her, if I could find it, dual RPGs. So we'll stick one that way. We'll grab another one here. And then we'll stick it the other way. There we go. Man, Grandma looks actually really awesome here today. Look at that. Yeah, she's going into combat. And she's here with Bill or Bob or whatever the heck we named him. I've already forgotten about him. He's not as cool as Grandma. So yeah, she's going in. She's going for the spider. Spider, this one might not have a chance against Grandma here. So, got that. I need to add some more people in this area, and I need to add another animal. Now, I think I'm going to save the T-Rex. I know some people might be disappointed about that, but I want the T-Rex to have its own little focus, like, big scene. And I think we need to add some of the other stuff before it. So, as far as animals, we have the crabs, which we've used one of those on the other side of the map. You have the kraken. You have the woolly mammoth. Man, could we have like a mutant woolly mammoth? I don't feel like that's actually the scale. Like, to me, it might need to be... Wait, what did I just do to it? Oh, it kind of, it warped there for a second. That seems like... I don't know the scaling on these things. I mean, I know they're pretty big. We're going to call that the scaling. So this thing's going to be going down the street in a rampage. So this thing is going to be trampling down the street here. Let's go ahead and get some more townspeople. Unfortunately, Bozo the Clown here, he's going to get it from the woolly mammoth. This is going to be a little mean. Let's go ahead and stick him like that. There you go. Alright, Bozo the Clown just got stepped on. So, also, woolly mammoth, they have those big horns. I don't know, maybe it tried to attack one of the old cops here. Or, let's see, let's grab this guy. So yeah, unfortunately, he got poked by the woolly mammoth. This is gonna be a little more on the brutal side. Yep, that is a thing. That just doesn't even look right. Man, what other animals do we have? Isn't there others? Oh yeah, the farm pack has animals. You know, we used to have a mutant cow somewheres. Maybe we'll have something else mutant. I really wish the birds or the chickens and stuff, I really wish they had their wings where you can kind of move them around a little bit. What do we want to go with here? Let's go with the mutant pig. There we go. I don't know why a pig was in the museum. Maybe it's one of those ancient pigs from a long time ago. Really oversized. Let's throw that there. Let's make it look like it's infected. So let's go and get some maybe green eyes here, green spheres. Let's kind of poke these in there. Turn off snap in there. There we go. This might be our most ridiculous build. This is ridiculous but cool. But yeah, there's a pig. So yeah, a big pork chop. Wow. Alright, let's keep working. Alright, so what I'm going to start doing now, I need to start adding some more buildings because I've been kind of ignoring that. It's weird because normally when I build in Tiny Town, I do people and stuff last. I always do buildings first, complete the area, then move into the smaller details. But today I kind of did the opposite, which by the way, from up here, that spider looks amazing, and that little pit looks amazing too. But yeah, normally when I build, I put buildings down first, and then I move on to the other stuff, but today we are doing kind of the opposite, so let's stick all these buildings in. So the area that I'm building right now, as far as the town, it's not quite a really nice area. I would say it's more like some warehouses, like motels, because we're kind of pulling out of downtown now. This looks a little more, I would say, not quite as high commercial. A little more of a lower commercial. Alright, so back here we have this like motel. We got people running down the street. Away from the whole spider apocalypse, we'll have a guy running through the parking lot here. Oh yeah. This is turning out good. I really like this. Alright, zoom out real quick. Alright, so you can see I placed buildings on each side. We still need to figure out what we need to do with this block. I probably just need to connect this over here between the little riot on this side and the outbreak on this side. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add just probably a couple smaller buildings here. Something like this. Looks like a... Oh, that isn't actually a small building, is it? Oh, will that fit? Nah, not quite. I need to find something else. We'll add another fire station over here. How about that? There we go. That way it makes it look like there's not like an odd gap there. So yeah, we did quite a bit here today. I'm actually really happy with this, but this is going to be part one. I want to stop here because I want to see what you guys think and what you want to see next, a part of this little weird kind of outbreak that we have going on. But we got a pretty good chunk of town done here, a lot of detail in this one, and you can kind of see just how it connects with the rest of the city. I mean, this city is awesome. I don't know how many other people play Tiny Town, but I would say this is probably one of the better cities, maybe? I don't know, we just have so much going on in it now. It's pretty crazy. Still gonna do a city tour one day. That's gonna be a thing. But anyways, comment below with suggestions for future Tiny Town episodes. Thank you guys for all the love and support on this series. You are awesome. And we will see you guys next time.